Hey everyone, my name is Philip from Scan Unlimited, and I'm one of the co-founders and developers here at Scan Unlimited. And today we're going to go over a full walkthrough of the software. I did one of these earlier in the year, but with our version 2, I wanted to make sure that video was updated so that everyone's on the same page on how to go about scanning now. So with the full walkthrough, what that means is we're going to start with a supplier product list, and then we're going to upload it into Scan Unlimited. We're going to analyze that file inside of Scan Unlimited, and then at the very end, we're going to create a purchase order that we can send off to our supplier. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Okay guys, let's get started. So before starting within Scan Unlimited and starting to scan files, you need to have credentials entered into your account. So once you're logged in, you want to go to the settings tab, and then there's an add marketplace button. Just click the add marketplace button and choose the region that you want to add credentials for, and enter your credentials, and then you'll be set to go. And with the free membership, you're allowed to scan one file every month. So that's a benefit that we've given to help smaller sellers grow their business until they need the unlimited plan. So to get started, I wanted to show everyone what a supplier list looks like. So this is what a typical price list from a supplier looks like. So you have their company logo at the top, their address, stuff like that. And then at the bottom here, you have a very long list of products. Most lists contain similar fields. So for example, it has a UPC column, it has an item number, it has what it would cost you to buy that item, what the case pack is, etc. So the whole point of Scan Unlimited is that, you know, traditionally you would maybe take this UPC, copy it, and then you would go to Amazon and then, you know, search a UPC, and then you would have to individually go one by one and try and do the analysis that way. There's a much more efficient way, which is just to upload it into Scan Unlimited and then analyze the results very quickly. In the previous video that I made earlier in the year, I had to format the file by removing all of these other rows like before the actual data, because Scan Unlimited wouldn't parse that correctly. So, but now with the new version, you don't actually have to, so that makes it very convenient. So let's go ahead and, without even touching this file, try and upload it into Scan Unlimited and see how it would work. So to start a new scan, in the left side nav, you just press the new scan button. If you don't see the side nav, there's a little menu icon. You just click the menu icon and it will show. So we're going to click new scan, and we're going to drag and drop our file, and it'll start to parse. And we're going to go through what the upload options look like. You'll notice, as compared to the previous video, it has changed a little bit, but ultimately most of these things are improvements, and so I think you guys are going to appreciate some of the tweaks that we made. So starting off with search by, it's just the type of identifier you'd like to search by. So in this case, if you remember from the file, it says UPC. This is what we want to search by. It wouldn't make sense to search by the description or the price. UPC is the identifier for the product. So we're going to search by UPC. A little sneak peek in the future, we have been testing a keyword search that would possibly make it possible to search a description or a title, but no matter what, it's going to be a much slower process and also less accurate process. So I always recommend users contacting their supplier and really bugging them for UPC EAN data, because that's going to be the most accurate scan that you can run. So anyway, so we're going to, again, search by UPC. We're going to give a scan, the scan a name. I'm going to call it the supplier, which in this case is Melissa and Doug. So that's fine. And that's just to help you out. Maybe we even put the date. So today is November 15th. So we'll put that in there. I'm gonna put a dash. All right, now the starting position, that is new. What the starting position is saying is, like I said, instead of having to delete all of these, instead of having to delete all of these rows up here, instead we can just tell Scan Unlimited where to start the scanning process from. So if you scroll down, you'll see it's like row 4, row 5, and then it'll show like all of the values in that row. So I see right here, row 9, it says item number, description, unit price, and that matches perfectly with the row I want. Item number, description, unit price. Hopefully that makes sense. It's been causing a little bit of confusion, but it's not too bad. And then alongside that new option for starting position, there's the file has headers checkbox. And all that's saying is that starting position a header, or is it actual data that you need to scan? In this case, we don't actually want to scan the word UPC. We want all of these to be scanned. So we don't want this actual row being counted. So that's why we keep the file has headers checkbox checked. Again, something that has been causing a little bit of confusion since we added this feature, but the whole point of this is just so that you don't have to go in and delete data from the top every time. It can be very tedious. So there's one improvement right there. Next is picking the column that has the product ID in it. In this case, it's a UPC. So here again are all of the columns from the file, and the last column is UPC. So and that's what we want to search by. The next option we have to pick is which column has the cost information. So in this case, the file had our cost in the unit price column. So we're going to choose unit price. And those are the two required fields. No matter what, every scan needs to have cost and a product identifier to run. Next is the marketplace that you want to scan in. Right now, Scan Unlimited supports Canada, Mexico, the US, Germany, France, the UK, Spain, and Italy. So if you have credentials in any of those marketplaces, if you sell in those marketplaces, you can choose that marketplace to scan against. So in this case, I just want to scan in the US marketplace, but just note that there are other options as long as you've registered your account. As long as you've added your Amazon credentials for that region. So currency is simply the currency that the product list is based in. So in this case, this supplier charges me in US dollars, so I will keep it as USD or US dollar. Custom columns. So that has changed significantly. Previously, we would only allow you to choose 2 custom columns to be viewed in the software. Now you can actually choose as many as you like. So you just simply click the custom columns drop down and you'll be presented with a bunch of checkboxes. So let's say, for example, we want to see the item number because that's going to help us with the purchase order towards the end of this video. We want to see the case pack. We want to see maybe, we don't need the unit price because that's already in the cost column. I think honestly, this should be sufficient. So that's fine. The next thing is the condition. That's just simply if you want to search against new products on Amazon or used, and that's it. So with that, that's all set. It's very easy, and it's probably the hardest part of Scan Unlimited, so that's nice. So let's press start, and that'll start scanning the file. Once the pop-up window has closed, you can navigate to scans, and that'll show all of your scans that you've run, including the scan that we just uploaded. And this will get picked up shortly by the server to start processing. In part 2, we'll open up the scan and we'll start to do the analysis on the scan and find the products that we want to source.